Pat, and we are live on this Sunday. All right, got a poll question going. We got Kit on me, wanting all this attention as usual. We're just gonna hang out here though. Hello there, Pat. How you doing? And now, Pat, we are just hanging out on this Sunday afternoon out here in North Carolina. Out here in the little kitty screened-in porch. Kitty's got used to screened-in porches about maybe 5 or 6 years ago or so, and so every house we've been in since, we've had to have a screened-in porch. We had to build this particular one. So that's how spoiled these little monkeys are. But I guess when we eventually sell this place, possibly next year, it'll help. Kit, hi, honey. You're like right on me. You like want all that attention. I know. How are things going for you, Pat, and your little kitty? I know you're having some issues with. Do you have any other cats, Pat, besides that one that you're just trying to kind of get a little closer with? Hello there, Luna Loon, LL. Pat, do you have a heavier gauge screen? No, not really. It's a normal one as far as the screens go. It's strong enough to hold the cats in, hopefully. I guess we shall see in the future. You got 4 total. Okay. Hey, Kit. And right now, I think we got 4 out here all together. We got Kit over here. We got Yoda and his hammy. That white kitty cat, we got Pandora over there, trying to get some sunlight. And then we got Tang up there. They have. We have definitely had a few try to. We've had Rosemary climb it, the baby climb it, and it holds. So Tiny just coming out. Thankfully, it holds. Oh, absolutely, yes, they do for sure love the sun. You know, kitties have a higher temperature than humans do. They have like a higher body temperature. That's why they love the high heat. Hello there, Mahomes Jr. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon or evening, perhaps. Maybe morning, depending on where you live. It might even be Monday. They definitely love to come out here and melt. And they got the birds, they got some butterflies that tease and taunt them from the inside. If anybody happens to be new to this live, hello, hello. Name is Adam, aka Cattainment. We got 9 kitty cats here. We're just showing off a few on this Sunday. We're just basically just kind of chilling out here in their screened-in porch. I do say their screened-in porch because, well, we built this porch for them. They are obsessed with screened-in porches. Hello, Desmond, and hello, Lavender. I hope you all are doing well today. Let me know if you have any kitties yourself also. Yep, Lavender, 9 kitties. 9 crazy kitties. And right now you're looking at 5 of them. This one's Kit. Tuxedo over there is Tiny. Orange one is Tang. The other tuxedo is Yoda. The white one is Pandora. So you have one kitty named Gizmo. Pat, your cats seem to be more affectionate during the nighttime hours. Is there any reason for that? That's a good question, Pat, and something I'd have to think about. I don't really think there is a reason as far as being more affectionate in the nighttime hours. I've never really noticed for myself. LL, your indoor kitty has more fleas than your outside kitty. Oh no, that's not good. You're still waiting for the meds to come in though. LL, what you can do in the meantime, as you're waiting for meds, is Dish Dawn soap. Um, is a very effective flea killer. Uh, it requires you giving them a bath, of course. So I don't know how you feel about that, but that is something that you can look into, something you could do. Dish Dawn soap. My wife there, Pat, Catherine Holmes, is saying perhaps they're nocturnal nature. Hello there, Rima. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Although, actually, cats are not nocturnal. That's kind of a misnomer or a myth that people have about kitty cats. They're actually, what is it called? Scripular, something like that. It's where they're most active during dusk and dawn time frames, and not necessarily at nocturnal times. Oh, the good kids. Lavender, we do not own a catio, but we do have a screened-in porch here, which is a lot bigger than a catio. This screened-in porch is like 12 feet by 12 feet, so it's about 144 square feet. It's a lot larger than basically any catio one can buy. Y'all might be able to hear the birds a little bit. Ain't that right, kid? Now, a few years ago, we wouldn't even be outside here with the kitties. Hello there, the Pet Pack. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Pat, you have a tortie. Hello there, Jesse. Hi. Pat has a tortie named Gizmo. She was the ugliest kitten, if that's even possible. She has grown up beautiful and loves people, but doesn't get along with other cats at all. I definitely know how you feel there, Pat. Rosemary is the same scenario. She does not do well with others. She doesn't get along with others either. Stumbling over my words there. Lavender, maybe you should put some ramps and scratching posts, maybe even a cat exercise wheel to put there. It's a potential, Lavender. We might put some extra things here. Osman, you have a kitty. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Aaron Morrow. Hope you're doing well also. Pat, they tolerate each other. I absolutely know what you're saying. Hello there, Icon. Rima, you like that picture of Kit? Her little lazy couch potato look? Yeah, she's a little goofball. Icon, saw you on the news. Sad story though with the... Oh, yes, yes. On my other channel, Icon, yeah. So, Icon, that's the kind of stories, that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing on that second channel. I just feel the need to speak up for those who cannot speak. So that's the kind of stuff you'll be seeing. If interested in, like, long term. Hello there, Charlotte Williams. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Kit. Kit says hi to everybody. Hello there, Emma Orr. Hope you're doing well. Lavender, does your cats ever fight with each other? Usually they get along quite well, Lavender. They're usually pretty peaceful. We do have Feelaway, which is a plugin, which I think helps overall. Wendy, why do you have so many kitties? Because we love kitties and we want to help cats out. That's the purpose of the channel. And also to educate others, inspire, motivate, and advocate always. Pat, look at the white kitty. Yeah, that's let me kind of zoom in a little bit for you there, Pat. That's Pandora, aka Pancakes, aka White Cat of Doom, aka Panny. She's got quite a few names. She's also the Amazon kitty. Desmond looks like Dodworth. Is that a cat you got? Or a kitty that you know? But Lavender, like I was saying a little earlier, almost all cats get along fairly well. The only one who doesn't get quite along as well with others is Rosemary. These live streams last for about an hour, so as I go through this live stream, just kind of talking to everybody and just, you know, meeting new folks, all that good fun stuff. I also show all the cats. Rosemary is our deaf special needs kitty, who if you do hang out with me for the hour, you will see her along with everybody else. Hello there, Love Star. Did anybody else got any kitties here? Hello there, Melinda Hutchins. I hope you're doing well today. Hi, Bruce. Love all the emojis, Bruce. If anybody is interested in using those emojis, just let me know. If you want to be a channel member, it's just $1 a month to be a channel member. And also know, if you do become a channel member, all earnings from this channel will go to cats in needs, cat shelters, cat rescue groups, stuff like that. So I won't earn a dime off of this channel, but the cats will have a better life through your donations. Melinda Hutchins, I'm sorry that you're sad. Midnight is in night sleeping, okay. And Melinda, you have 8. Wow. Lavender, great question. Why are male cats more affectionate than female cats? That's a great question. I do not really understand that myself. I will say that our 3 boy cats are definitely more affectionate than our 6 female cats. And I'm not sure why either, Lavender. Icon, you really appreciate all that we do for the kitties and the vibes that you spread. Awesome, Icon. Melinda Hutchins, I'm sorry that your kitty died. That is always tough to go through pet loss. We lost 3 ourselves in a matter of 6 months, so we understand. Prayers for you there. Hopefully, you know, whatever part of the grieving process you're going through right now, you know, things will get better little by little, I'm sure. I need to step in for just a second. My phone gets warm on these hot summer days, so I'm going to kind of go inside and kind of see what's going on in the inside just for a moment, so my phone can cool down a little bit. I'll still have a shot, though, out here. One thing also, if you are new to me, I keep things real. I keep things raw. I'm not fake. I'm not phony. People, you can ask me any question you want, cat related or not, but I prefer to keep it to cat related stuff because that's what this channel is about, is our feline friends. Jesse, that dustpan could be a bed. Like my wife just said in chat there, he has been known to sleep on it on occasion. Melinda, absolutely. Let me get a little closer to Tang. Let me sit down next to him. All of these cats have stories. All of these cats are either rescues or they're foster fails, just depending on their situation. Tang, for example, here, our orange tabby, he was a foster fail. Him and his sister. His sister is the tuxedo over there that's sitting by sitting by the screen. That's Tiny. They were in a foster of 5 that we were fostering, and we foster failed Tang and Tiny. Melinda, that is what your kitty looks like. Awesome. Desmond, have I ever tried to get a group photo? Desmond, the closest we've ever come to a group photo is maybe we've had about 6 or 7 together. Usually they're on our bed. We have a big king-size bed, and they'll kind of sleep by each other, next to each other. This here is Pandora. Pandora is about 13 or so. Pandora had a hyperthyroid disease. Jesse, what do I consider a foster fill? I consider a foster fill is if you're fostering kittens or adult cats and you wind up adopting them yourself instead of just fostering them and getting them to a new home. You wind up being the new home. That's what I consider to be a foster fill. Hello there, Irma. It's nice to see you today. I hope you're doing well. Always nice for you to drop in. Whoop, hey. Now, sometimes Kit here, she's feisty, she's a female, and she likes to rule the roost, and Tang does not stand up for himself against Kit. So sometimes Kit will kind of be a little bit of a punk towards some of the other kitties. Melinda, I'm sorry that somebody ran over your kitty cat. That is bad news. That's horrible news to hear. I'm sorry about that. Lavender, does our kitties ever climb on the screen? Yes. Yes, they do. Thankfully, they're able to, the screen can hold them. It's pretty strong. And they only usually do it once or twice, so then they stop. I actually have a few videos, Lavender, about cats climbing on these screens, if interested. Later on, if you want to check that out. But that's up to you. Again, I don't want this phone to overheat. Sometimes my phone gets a little too hot, even though it's not terribly hot out here in North Carolina. We're probably at about 80 degrees or so. But when the phone overheats too much, it shuts down and then the live stops. Well, it still goes, but then I gotta log back in. So, hello there, person. Love the name. Why do they take away the cat if you end up adopting the cat as a former foster home? Let me wrap my head around that question. Why do they take away the cat if you end up adopting the cat as a... They don't take away the cat, person, so I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you clarify what you mean by that? This here is the third tuxedo, Mr. Maximus, Whiskers Maximus. So he's another tuxedo. Which is our favorite cat, Melinda? We don't really have a favorite cat. I will tell you, though, that Rosemary, it was one of the kitties. I am her favorite human, I will say. Jesse, good thing with so many cats, no mice. Yeah, no, we've never seen any mice, Jesse. We do have some spiders out here in the country, but the kitties take care of them. And we definitely got, like, we got a crowd out here right now. We have 1, 2, 3, we have 6 of them out here at the moment. They're just enjoying their life right now. Lavender, your dad sticks his phone in the freezer whenever his phone overheats. Well, if y'all just want to look at a freezer, the inside of a freezer for a few minutes, I could put my phone in there while I'm live, but I don't think you probably would enjoy that. I think that might be a little boring. I just need to get a new phone, Lavender, which I plan on getting probably in a month or so. This phone is a little old, about 4 or 5 years old. Melinda, my cat's name is Rosemary. Okay, nice, very cool. Has anybody that's in this chat right now, has anybody done any fostering before? I was saying earlier, my wife and I with fostering, we've probably fostered about maybe 50 or 60 kittens, and we have fostered 1 adult cat. Excuse me, we haven't fostered in a while with our special needs kitty and Zelda, our 19-year-old kitty. You're going to see Zelda, our 19-year-old, here a little later if you hang out with me for the hour. Lavender, you have never fostered, but you plan on doing in the future. Awesome. That's good to hear. There's definitely need for cat foster parents out there. They definitely need some help. Melinda, you've fostered before. How did it go? How many have you fostered? I always like to tell people fostering is a great way of, let's say if you can't afford a kitty cat or you can't afford multiple kitty cats, but you want to maybe play with kittens or you want to help out cats, fostering is always a great service. It's always a good thing to do because the cool thing about fostering, you really don't have to supply anything. The foster, the rescue group should supply the cat food, the cat litter, the litter box. If you have to go to the vet for appointments, they'll pay for that. The only thing you'd have to pay for is just your gas getting them to and from. Hello there, John Barrett Jr. Oceanside. That's quite the name. I hope you're doing well. Jesse would not put the phone in the freezer. No, I don't think I will. Don't think I will. Irma, 4 of your cats were foster. Abanesia was the only one which you bought in full money. Okay. I've never had an Abanesian kitty. I've heard that they're very expensive though, Irma. Is that the case? They're an exotic breed from my understanding. Hello there, Tranquil. I hope you're doing well today. Melinda, 16, and then you adopted them. Wow, that's a full house there, Melinda. Are they indoor outdoor now, Melinda, or are they just inside only? Tranquil, you're charging your other phone. No worries, no worries. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday, Tranquil. Hope everybody's having a good day. And I do appreciate, I want to briefly, I don't mention this stuff very often, but I will. Those who know about my second channel and those who have watched that video that I posted yesterday, I do appreciate those watching. It's a little tough to see that kind of stuff, but that's what my other channel is going to be about, those kind of topics. I feel the need. I don't see any other cat channel really doing that type of thing, so that's something I have to do. Outside mostly. Okay, Melinda. Um, Tranquil just got back from a walk. We walking with Miracle. Lavender, to answer your questions, are they indoor cats? Yes. Technically indoor outdoor because they are outside and they're screened in porch, but they are primarily indoor kitties though, and because of that, we don't have to worry about flea or tick medications, and we haven't for years, a decade plus probably. Irma, Amnesia is a dog-like kitty cat. Its price was 2,000 euros 20 years ago. I guess that's expensive, Irma. I'm not sure how to convert that to dollars. Just kind of checking chat here. Oh my God. Bruce, that still got you boiling mad. Yeah. Bruce, I mean, it's going to be one of those things where I feel like the need to show that kind of stuff and to, you know, to advocate, especially on that channel. That's what it's going to be for. And unfortunately, Bruce, to my understanding, the people have still not been caught that did that horrific thing to that kitty cat, unfortunately. Lavender, why did cats get the zoomies? I think it's just pent up energy, Lavender. I mean, because you got to think about cats. They are kind of still wild. This is Tiny. That's another foster fail. So I think it's pent up energy, Lavender, that they have. So every so often they just kind of got to run around. And yes, we do let our kitties up on our counters, if in case anybody's wondering. I have no problem with that. I think cats kind of own the home. You're just kind of the butler, if you will. Hello there, John. I hope you're doing well on the weekend. Yeah, I don't know if you've been on the weekend really, John. I know you're normally here during the week. Also, if anybody is new to this live stream, I do like to say that I do these lives every single day, Monday through Sunday. During the week, Monday through Friday, it's at 7 o'clock Standard Eastern Time. During the weekend, it's usually sometime between 2 and 4. Obviously, if you're interested, you can subscribe to the channel. You know, there's tons of videos here. Tons of things to see, but if you're interested in live streams, that kind of thing, and to see these cats on the daily and see what's going on with their lives, then you can. Jesse, 2,000 euro is, wow, 2,000, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Melinda, your female had kittens. What do you plan on doing with the kittens, Melinda? Are you going to keep them, or are you going to find maybe like a group that works with that kind of thing and foster them out? What kind of kittens are they? Lavender, you're trying to train your kitty not to be a butthead, okay? He climbs on the counters and he gets into things. I understand that, Lavender, but for me, it's like, you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, the cat's dirty, but it's like cats are actually cleaner than human beings are. Their tongues are cleaner, stuff like that. And, you know, a way of you know, if you're worried about your cat getting on your counter because of their dirtiness or whatever, just clean your counters, and then you know, and then you're good. But that's just my opinion, obviously. Um, let's see, Melinda, the rarest M. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Melinda. If anybody wants to know anything more particular about any of these kitty cats, please let me know. And also, please, if you have any cat related questions, I do have 30 plus odd years of experience with cats. Tranquil here has plenty of experience with cats. John, who is for Cat Billies, has plenty of experience. Bruce has plenty of experience. So we have a ton of experience here, and we'd love to help if you have any kind of cat related questions as this community. Hello there, your Pookie. I hope you're doing well. Um, you've been busy lately? No worries, no worries. Life is life, and YouTube is YouTube, as I always say. I know there's a big difference between the two, and life is a lot more important than YouTube. Um, Melinda, you have a rarest cat right now named Milo. What makes Milo rare, Melinda? Just out of curiosity, if you don't mind saying. Tranquil, John, that's a great cat. Well, yeah, John, that is an awesome cat. Will I think eventually we will probably get one ourselves, especially for Tiny, who needs to get a little bit of weight loss because she's a little chunky. Hi, kid. Melinda, is a calico a tabby cat? What do you think, Chad? I'll let Chad answer that. I think Chad probably will know. I think Tranquil definitely probably might have some thoughts on that. Oh, never mind. It's a calico tabby cat. Never mind. I get you. I see what you're saying now, Melinda. And it has no tail. Boop. Hey, kit. Is it Is it a Melinda? Is it a Manx then? Manx, a Manx? Because usually Manx don't have any tails typically. John Raven Poe is learning the cat will very well. I'm hoping he gets better before King Louis destroys it. Okay. Nice, John. Nice. Captured all on film, though, right? Melinda, it is Fluffy. Yeah, Irma Manx. Manx. They don't have a tail. So, man, but just put an X on there at the end. Hello there, Gimbo64. It's been a little while. I hope you've been doing well. We're just kind of hanging out here with these kitty cats, just enjoying their best life that they can. We got some lazy cats over here. We can see Pandora here is melted. Gimbo64, Max is doing well. Max is actually right over here. I know, Pandora. It's all about you, huh? That's Maxie. Oh. He's still like Casanova, though. He still thinks he's a ladies' man, but none of the ladies like him. Thanks for the stream. You're awesome. Or you're welcome there, Gimbo. Desmond, yes, there's a lot of catnaps going on right now. I might join them myself after I'm done with the live. Maybe. Hey, kid. Pookie, you're getting a turtle. What kind of turtle? Lavender, there is a channel that's called Owl Kitty. Yep, I'm familiar with Owl Kitty. It's a very humorous channel, very creative. I wish I had that kind of talent because I have so many creative ideas that I could do on this channel, but unfortunately, I do not have that kind of talent. So, what you get from me is just real raw cats. A yellow slider. I've never heard of that kind of turtle. Does it do well with other animals there, Pookie? Maximus, for those who don't know, he's about 9 or so. We adopted him from the foster community, the rescue group that we were working with. Max. I know, Kit, you're so jealous. John, you need to order some more carpet pads for the different levels. King Louis is absolutely destroying the ones that came with it. Gimbo, kitties are cute and makes you happy. Absolutely, you are welcome. Pookie, you're getting 2. Okay. Excuse me. Bruce, did you check out the channel, that Oreo Cat channel? Bruce, to be honest with you, I completely forgot about that. I know my wife is on the chat here. She's on here somewhere. So I will have her remember for me, because I might forget again. But I will definitely look at it after the fact. I guess my wife is hiding with Rosemary at the moment. Lavender, maybe I can do some kind of collab with Owl Kitty. Lavender, you never know. I mean, collaborations are always a potential. I usually kind of like to do my own thing, though. I got to be honest. I kind of do my own stuff. Yeah, Bruce, I'll definitely look into it once I'm done here. I might have seen that channel before, Bruce. I'm not sure. I sometimes feel there's a bit of an oversaturation when it comes to cat channels. Shit. We're going to hang out with these guys for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go upstairs and we're going to go show our special needs kitty, Rosemary, and our 19-year-old kitty, Zelda. So, and then we'll figure out what else, we're going to do. I'm not sure. But, Melinda, your kitties are hiding. Lavender, YouTube kind of got popular by the cats. The first ever animal video was an elephant. Yeah, I remember seeing something like that, Lavender. Some like 2-minute video or something. Yeah, cats and the internet are definitely a match made in heaven. Now, I will briefly say, though, because I have to say this, because this is part of the educational and advocating aspect piece that you're going to get if you do watch my live streams. There's also, unfortunately, a lot of mistreatment when it comes to animals that are on YouTube also, and other social media sites. And my other channel, which again, I'm not going to mention by name right now, I kind of starting to expose those type of channels and those kind of news stories that are out there and try to highlight that kind of stuff. So there are a few other cat channels that also do that kind of thing, but I don't feel like there's enough exposure for cruelty and stuff like that to our feline friends. So, kind of my catchphrase on this channel, and my other one is, speak up for those who cannot speak. Lavender, you watch Soda Pets, and she exposes abusive channels. Awesome to hear that, Lavender. I'm glad that there are others out there too. I might have to look at that channel just to kind of see what they have. Hey, Pandora. Those who might be new to Pandora, and obviously to myself, Pandora had a thyroid issue a few months ago. So we decided to give her a certain treatment in which they inject radioactive iodine into her blood. It goes up to her thyroid where there's a tumor attached to her thyroid, and it eradicated that tumor. So now she's on the road to recovery. She always loves licking my hand on these lives. It seems like she always needs to groom me, I guess. I'm not groomed well enough for her, it would seem. All right, I'm gonna let my wife know, who I know is on in the chat too. I'm gonna start heading my way up, so if you can start making your way down, so we can kind of switch. Because one thing we don't do is we don't have these cats outside by themselves in the screened-in porch. They should be okay, but this one, Kit, to tell a little story about her and the reason why we always, one of us are out here when the cats are outside too. A few years ago, not Rosemary, Kit here, broke through our screen porch, one of the screens, and she went and she attacked a squirrel. And she killed the squirrel, and she was gone for like 2 days. Thankfully, she came back, but because of her little misadventures with the squirrel and breaking through a screened-in porch, we are now out here with them at all times, just to be safe, because we don't want that to happen again. John, your neighborhood app complained about too many cat posts. Jeez. I laughed and said I never put my YouTube channel out there in the neighborhood app, even as I did. You gained so many friends just by that. Lavender, there's these channels targeted to young children, and they have fish in the tiny pools with barely any water with baby chicks, and the baby chicks poop everywhere. That's awful, Lavender. You know, eventually I might like spread my awareness to other animals beyond cats, but right now cats are my focus. But I'm sure there's definitely a lot of other abuse and neglect out there for other animals too, unfortunately. You know, people can be quite cruel and vicious, it seems like. Alright, so we're going to head upstairs. We're going to go check out Zelda. We're going to go check out Rosemary. We'll say goodbye to these 4 at the moment. We might see them before the end of the live, though. So you can follow me upstairs. Obviously, we got, you know, scratching posts. All about water fountains. I would highly recommend those kind of water fountains if you don't have them. Hey, Max. Do a pit stop over here with Tiny. Get a little closer shot of Tiny. Tiny is a little chunky. Lavender, yes. Ask Bruce about cat cafes, Lavender. He goes to one every week. Or every day of the week, I should say. But Tiny here was another foster fail. Hello there, Baby Yoda. Interesting name, because we have a kitty obviously named Yoda, who sometimes acts like a baby. Baby Yoda. John, any cruelty to critters is evil, and you live in farm country. Yeah, I understand that. Alright, let's head upstairs. Max, what are you doing? Are you the guardian of the women? I'm Max, yes. Let's get some chunky, little crusty eyeball there, honey. Come on. Let's make our way up here. We got a couple of kitties here that might be new to some folks. This here is the baby. She is our nutty calico. Tranquil, you know very few people around there. You made the assumption that you wouldn't have anything in common with them. Well, maybe. Bruce, they're down to 45 cats at the cafe. Well, I guess that's good, right? I mean, that means that there's been some adoptions going on. So it's a positive thing, right? And I'm sure there's always plenty of kitties that need to be, you know, need to find a home. So I'm sure they're never going to be short. But yeah, the baby here is about a 13-year-old calico. We've had her since she was about maybe 8 weeks old or so, so very young. She was a little fuzzball with eyes and a tail. She was very needy when she was growing up. She would very frequently climb up on my pants and basically just use me as a scratching post. Baby Yoda, she definitely, yes, she does love her head being scratched, her chin, her ears. Wow, Bruce, 2 stories. Yep, that is a big place. One day I'll need to get down to a cat cafe. I think they might have one in Raleigh, but I'm not sure. I think they have one in Charlotte, though, for sure. Lavender, in Japan, there are hotels that you can rent a car while you stay there, but you have to return the car back once you... Oh, cat, okay. I was going to say car. You can rent out a cat, and then you have to return the cat. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my wife and I definitely would love to be in Japan, visit Japan. There are some islands that are basically just like cat islands, like feral cat colonies, essentially, in a few islands off of Japan and around Japan. I think Japan, for the most part, treats their cats very well, compared to some other countries. You might hear her purring a little bit. I'll see if I can get a little closer to her, a little ASMR stuff. John, you met somebody on the Neighborhood app who's now a sub to the channel. Meeting her next week. Talked on the phone. Awesome, John. Hello there, Elizabeth Sutton. I hope you're doing well. Bruce, if you were in Japan, you'd probably want to keep the kitty. All right, so let me show this other kitty here. Might have to actually get on the bed, even though this is their bed, basically. That's how they act, at least. Like, you know, this big king-size bed belongs to them. So this is Zelda. Now, Zelda is 19. Zelda will be 20 next year. So she's our oldest kitty cat. Zelda has diabetes. Zelda's had diabetes for about 10 years or so, so she's a survivor. Melinda, to answer your question, do your cats have fleas? Nope. We have never had, I can't say never. We haven't had any cat have any fleas for us for going on probably close to at least 10 or 12 years. We've been very fortunate when it comes to fleas and ticks. We never have any kind of issues with flea or ticks. I think that's partly because they're inside only, but not always. But no, we've never had any flea issues. Besides one little time, a long time ago. Tranquil, most people are around there completely different from you. I understand that, Tranquil. Irma, you like to watch cat channels from around the world? It is definitely cool, Irma, to kind of see how cats are treated and kind of what the like expectation or just how people treat their cats and what they allow them or not allow them to do across the world. That is definitely cool. Yeah, Bruce, your kitties are definitely going to have that new vet, right, with your daughter in 2025. Keep it in the family, right? This is Zeus, like I said, Zelda. The Legend of Zelda, and she's a legend. Lavender, of course, yeah, they do shed. You know, more in the summertime. Thankfully, though, let me check out the baby here, see what kind of goofy looking she's doing here. She's trying to look adorable. They definitely do shed, like I said, in the summertime, but we brush as much as you can and vacuum, obviously. It's just one of those things. Now, eventually, we might look into getting like a Norwegian forest cat or like something like that, a Maine Coon maybe, just something that has a lot more kitty cats, and kind of go from there. Irma, I'm not sure. I see, Irma. I hate when YouTube blocks things when they shouldn't. So, but I'll read your comment, Irma, even though I think it got blocked by YouTube. So, Chinese and Japanese like them, and they treat them like babies. I think sometimes YouTube gets a little too crazy when it comes to what they want to block and not block. And I feel like as the creator, as the channel, operator, I should have more say and not YouTube. But that's just my opinion. John, it's funny, as much as a hillbilly as I am in your shack, there are no flea issues, no big bug issues, awesome. And very clean cat billies, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna meet and go hang out with our special needs kitty, Rosemary. Before I do that though, Lavender. So excuse me, because we do have 9, they are free feed. So we do have dry food down, just Purina 1 dry food that's down indoor formula. And then they do get wet food. Wet food could be anywhere from Fancy Feast, Purina 1, Blue Buffalo, combination of different types of wet food. Nobody's on any kind of special diet or anything like that. I know, baby. You're like, don't touch me there. Oh, I know, baby. Hi. I know, honey. We'll let you sleep. Okay. Hi, Orange. I'm not going to go over there today. Hello there, Haley. Been a while. I hope you're doing well. I'm not going to go over there today, but way over there is a cat shrine of the 4 kitties that have passed on. I do that on occasion. I do go over there and talk about those kitties, but I'm not going to do that today, probably. Haley, yes, I do remember you. On occasion, Lavender, they will kind of go up to those big old teddy bears. Haley, your aunt left today? Oh, okay. Was she with you for a while? Yeah. As Bruce is saying, Presidential Suite Rosemary. So, if you're new, this is Rosemary. Rosemary is our special needs kitty. She is deaf. She's around 16 or 17. She has thyroid disease, like Pandora did, but her thyroid disease is relatively kept in check for the most part with medication, so that's what she's on. I'm gonna tell her a little backstory. Also, Haley, you're also deaf. Were you born deaf, Haley, or did you become deaf? If you don't mind me asking. But if you are deaf, though, how can you hear me? Unless you have one of like those audio kind of things. Anyways, a little backstory with Rosemary that I like to tell on occasion, especially if I got some new folks in here, because I always like to tell this little story about her, kind of how she came into our lives. You were born deaf and you have hearing aids. Oh, yeah, duh. That makes sense, Haley. Sorry, that's a stupid question on my end. Jessie, yeah, she's on her bed, because she has her own bed and 2 chairs. She's got a bunch. Sometimes she's on the bed, sometimes she's on the chairs, you know. But again, so her little backstory is I was working in an animal hospital about 2 years ago or so. And one day, the person she was living with brought her in and said that she couldn't take care of her anymore and she didn't know what to do with her anymore and that she wanted her to be put down, to be euthanized. And she had gone to several other animal hospitals before ours, and they all said, no, this is a healthy cat. We're not going to do this. So she came to ours asking for the same thing, to put this kitty down. And thankfully, again, our animal staff said no. This cat is healthy. We're not going to put this cat down just because she's deaf, and she has a thyroid issue. That's just, I mean, she's healthy. Thankfully, they said that. So we took her on as an animal hospital, and Lavender, I'll get to your question in just a second. Let me just finish up this story, then I will get to that question for sure. Time goes on. She kind of becomes, let's say, a hospital cat, basically. Several people working in the animal hospital, they said they're going to take her home and just kind of adopt her out. They never do, through, whatever reason might be, I don't know, but they never do. Eventually, we're going to be moving out of the area. So I asked one day, can I take Rosemary home with us? And they say, absolutely. We know you have your 8 kitties, and we know you're going to take care of her and give her everything that she needs. So now we've had Rosemary for about 18, 19, 20 months or so. And the only thing with Rosemary, she just doesn't get along with our other cats, unfortunately. So hence that's why she's in this room. She is out though quite often during the day. Every day we get her out as much as we can, and when she's out, the others are in because again she does not react well with the other cats. To answer your question, Lavender, does she ever get spooked when you pet her? Yes, she does. She will get spooked on occasion because she can't hear you coming. She can kind of sense you, but she can't hear you, and she definitely does get spooked on occasion. Rima, how cruel people can be. Absolutely. It is amazing me. It's amazing sometimes, Rima, on how people still act when it comes to felines and canines. But that's her story. And she's another good girl, though. Haley, you have 2 kitties. What are their names? She has a very big attachment to me. She's definitely like I'm her human, protector, guardian, that kind of thing. Irma, thank you for the chat. You have to go. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday. Take care, Irma. It's nice seeing you again. Hopefully, we'll see you on the next one. Take care for now, though. Haley, you love your kitties to death, and their names are Ro and Mikey. Okay. Tranquil, your little rescue kitty is becoming affectionate. Awesome to hear. Have we gotten a name yet, Tranquil, or are we still kind of thinking about that? I still kind of think you should do a community poll, Tranquil, but obviously it's up to you, as far as that goes. But just to see maybe what people think. Now, little old Rosemary here, she does have an appointment coming up on Wednesday. We got to check her thyroid levels just to kind of see where they're at, and then adjust her medicine as necessary. Mikey, okay. Haley, yeah, sometimes if you know me long enough or if you listen to my live streams long enough, I have a terrible thing pronunciating certain words. So my apologies on that, but yes, I don't necessarily say things the correct way. Lavender, where you used to live, there was a ton of strays. It always broke your heart whenever you saw one. Where did you used to live, Lavender, if you don't mind asking or saying? Melinda, you have a blind kitty? Was it born blind or did it become blind? Oh, Mickey. Mickey. Okay. I got you now, Haley. Mickey, like Mickey Mouse. Tranquil. The rescue kitten has been through so much. You were afraid. Wait a second. What does that say? You were afraid all of the trauma could make her afraid of you. Lavender, you used to live in Oregon. Okay. It was born blind, Melinda. John, so many people are about themselves. A pet is only just to please them, or when caring becomes even a little bit difficult, they get rid of them. Hey, John, exactly. That's why, John, I don't use the term. That's why I differentiate between somebody calling themselves a cat owner and a cat parent. That's why I hate the term cat owner or dog owner, because I think that's all they see themselves is just as an owner instead of a parent or a kahoo. Of course, I love that term kahoo. Haley used to live in Chicago. My wife used to live in the Chicago area. Um, Tranquil, you're leaning towards. I'm gonna screw that name up, Tranquil. So Zinea, maybe. Haley, right now you consider yourself a cat owner. Well, I hope in time, Haley, maybe you'll consider yourself, your family, more so a cat parent and not a cat owner. Because for me, you don't own cats. If anything, they own you. And I think that a cat parent is a much better term than owner. Bruce, you grew up in Bloomington, Illinois. Is that Southern Illinois? Oh, I know you got the little. Oh, I know the little. Meh. Meh. Central Illinois. Okay. At least I say Illinois and not Illinois. I still don't know exactly what valley John lives in. As John knows, he makes fun of me on that. Is it Shenandoah? Is that right, John? I think it's Shenandoah. I've been practicing that somewhat. I guess that's a yay. Okay, so that's good, John. Haley, you're gonna go? Bye. Bye, Haley. Take care. Just remember, though, think of yourself in the future, hopefully, as a cat parent or your family as cat parents, not as cat owners. Get that kind of terminology, that language out of your mind. 11, does your cats ever drink out of the toilets? No, our toilets remained. Our toilet seats are always down. Now, Lavender, I will say though, Rosemary is quite known on these live streams for being in the kitchen sink when we have her out, like during the Monday through Friday live streams. So she definitely drinks out of the faucet. You will see that if you happen to hop on a live during the week, during Monday through Friday. Tranquil, she loves her toys and is getting used to all the other kitties. Okay. And she's getting around like all the other cats. Yeah, it's amazing how adaptable cats are when it comes to that kind of stuff. Amputations, it's like nothing even happened. Shoot, I've even seen cats that have two amputated limbs and they can still get around fairly well. One time you saw your kitty just sitting in the sink randomly. Yes, Rosemary is in the sink every day. She just loves her sink for whatever reason. She's just a weird little sink kitty. That's one of her nicknames, actually, is Sink Kitty. Anyways, this live is going to be over shortly. I do these for about an hour, but before I do go, I always like to wrap up with just a few things. I like to thank everybody who was in these lives. Hopefully, they've had a good time, and hopefully, they've maybe learned a little bit, and it's brought them some joy on their Sunday. Melinda, did you give it to her? The sink? Or what do you mean by that, Melinda? But anyways, as I wait for Melinda's response on my question, I'm going to start saying goodbye to everybody that's in chat and everybody that I know of. So Melinda, Bruce, Lavender, Tranquil, Haley. I know Haley's gone. John, Bruce. And if I say your name twice, I'm sorry. Or if I don't say it at all, I'm sorry. Rima. Just kind of scrolling back in the chats. I think everybody's starting to head out, so I'm not sure who else is here. But anyways, as I always like to say, no, didn't give her a sink. I always like to say, advocate for your cats. If you ever think about adopting a cat, adopt an older one. Always adopt an older one if you can. Hug your kitties. Advocate, advocate, advocate. Speak up for those who cannot. God bless. Take care. And we will see y'all tomorrow on tomorrow's live. So, take care for now. And Rosemary says bye too. He says bye. I know, Rosemary, I'm going to get your little belly. I'm going to get your belly. You're not going to get my belly. I'm going to get your skin instead. All right, bye, all. Bye, Jesse. Bye, Rima.